but in the context that I know Johnny, that it came from and that it comes from, and even, you know, a lot of the homies, even outside of my crew, call me Prez. And so I know the context and respect that it comes from, you know, being, you know, the professor title, that's something that I'm very happy about it and feel grateful for. But
No doubt. And you know, we talk about you being a professor, being like, you know, putting your education as like a centerpiece is not new to you. You went to you know, a good high school in Chicago. You did go to ASU as an undergrad, got a psych degree, and then you came back, got a master's degree in urban arts, right? And now you're a professor at the university. You know what I'm saying? How is it important? How important do you feel it is for b boys and b girls and just hip hop people in general to pursue higher education? Because just off the top, we got, you know, I always say, we got my man Hugh, who's a dentist. You have a master's in urban arts. I have a degree in secondary education in biology. I just interviewed recently a young lady from Germany, Lupi, who is also she's a doctor, and she's also one of the illest B girls in Germany. You know what I'm saying? So like, how important do you think it is that we pursue these higher educations? Because going back to the Dizzy question, you know, sometimes if you can't make money from hip hop, you still gotta live. You know what I'm saying? You have to live your regular life, and at times that makes the hip hop more lovable when you don't depend on it. You know what I'm saying? When it is that thing that is just your passion. But anyway, back to the question is, what do you think? How do you feel about b boys and b girls and hip hop heads in general pursuing higher education?
I, it's important for everybody to get educated. The higher education, that's to me, just, you know, and this is coming again from a professor that works in a university. To me, you know, higher gives it this hierarchy that comes from some others thing. It's not higher, it doesn't mean it's better. It's different. You know, it's a university level education, because there's people that are much leveled up on their education than anybody in a university ever will be, that might live in the Amazon jungle or something type of thing. So there's so just to be clear on that, you know, I think everybody you can get educated, you know, on your own. You know, some people, it's if that process fits for you or works for you at that time. I'm not going to tell everybody like, yes, everybody send their kids to university. Absolutely no. If I had children, would I send them? Yes, I would. Why? Because, you know, so maybe that's a better place to answer it from, because of the social practice that they're going to be able to have. You know what I mean? Because of the opportunities they're going to have to network. That's probably the biggest reason. That's probably why it was originally built for, right? These things is to get all our people in the same place so they can network with each other. And now here we come, we creeping in now, and it's, you know, and so to me, it's that it's to go there to network, because I'm going to be able to sit across the table with people or next to it in a class or whatever the case might be, with something that I might not ever in my life be able to. You know what I mean? So just to be able to get that network, that insight, you know, it's like traveling. The thing that I recommend people the most is like travel. It's a game changer. It's a game changer when you travel to other parts of the world. So to me, you know, the university experience is that micro kind of level for you to kind of figure things out. What am I really looking for? How do I kind of look for these things? But to be able to network with people, you know, and other people that are, to me, it's just, you know, I tell people I'm just a big old nerd with this hip hop stuff. That's all. You know what I mean? It might be like, oh, he's super hardcore and pure. I'm a nerd. I just, whatever, I love this, and I'm a nerd, and I can nerd out on this all day. And so if I can be around other nerds, cool, let's nerd out like this. You know, so to me, I would definitely recommend it for those kind of aspects. You know, I know, you know, in my parents' eyes, I'm sure, and even in my perspective growing up, you were promised something though. And so let's not get it twisted that you're not going to go to college and you got a job. It might have been like that at some point. It's not like that anymore. Go there to network, go there to get educated, to educate yourself, to open your brain, open your mind to perspectives. That's the thing, is, you know, our perspectives, especially if you come from some, you know, even if a large city, but that city becomes everything. So your entire perspective comes from that one place. if I can go here and just and have conversations with people about like, oh, what? It's not like that, and it seems like, oh no, I get it. And and it is different for youngsters now because they have the internet, right? And they can get exposed things, but it's still much different than being able to live with people, to socialize with people. I mean, especially as dancers, this is all a social dance. This is all social culture and community. So we thrive off of these connections. So for that reason, I think it's super important, but not in any kind of way like go there and you're guaranteed some kind of job. That wasn't the case for me. I don't never liked school. I went to one of the best high schools in Chicago, but I barely graduated. I had to go pick up my diploma. And I'm not saying this to flex and be like, look how cool I am. I was into graph and girls is all I worried about. I had to go pick up my diploma at the principal's office after graduation because they were like, we still got to do some numbers because we're not really sure. And I'm not proud of that. It didn't hold my attention. So, and then even through when I went to Glendale Community College, I did all right, but still, and even through my bachelor's through ASU, I failed quite a bit of classes. I took math over quite a few times, and I started like at math -54, and somehow I took a lot of classes quite a few times. So it was never my thing, and I made sacrifices. There was times that I had to drop classes. There was like, pro-am is going on. Yo, teacher, can I get these couple of days off of school? Nope, you're gonna miss. All right, well, they'll fail me because I'm out. Is that smart? Maybe not. Did it work out for me? Yes, I'm okay. So not for everybody, but definitely if it's an option and and right now things are changing. Now you can come to school and study hip hop. I mean, we got turntables in the classrooms and we have all these different styles and flavors. So to me, if that would have been an option, shoot, no doubt I would have done that. And because I joke around all the time. When I was there for my bachelor's, I was never around the dance department much, but when I would go by there, I would look in the windows. But, it was all contemporary ballet, so I would see people in there like barefooted, like moving like trees. And I'd be like, what is going on? I'm like, this is the dance class. They know music and they're barefooted. They don't even look fresh, but again, I had an outside perspective. Doesn't mean I love that stuff anymore, but going through the graduate program there, I was able to experience those things and be like, okay, I understand the ideas that you're going for. Doesn't mean I got to love them or even dig them, but I understand the ideas. And now I can also put in my perspective. Look at this other perspective that you guys have probably never heard about or seen. You know what I mean? So I know it's a long-winded answer, but I think it's important for people to get educated, period. Educate yourself. It's doable, but you're still going to have to figure that out. You can travel the world and go to Europe for 6 months and backpack. You're probably going to learn some stuff and have some incredible life experiences. But, and also being very, very, very realistic. Was I going to be the next champion of the world? Well, that wasn't even an option for us, right? Like making a living competitively breaking like that. What, and that's not even why I went to school. I went to school more on a stubborn note, like, cool, y'all gonna start an urban program here in Arizona? What? And no, hold on, I gotta have something to say about this. What's going on? So it wasn't, and there was a trade-off kind of thing, like, cool, you work this off and, help us build this program out. And you get this master's, which is, I would not have been able to afford it any other way. So, but I wasn't walking out of here necessarily thinking like this is guaranteeing that job. I didn't even think that for a second. I was just like, cool, I want this piece of paper. My attitude is this b-boy, graph head, hip hop head thing. It was like, I can do what you can do, but you can't do what I can do. Or I'm going to be able to do what you can do a lot quicker than, I'll be able to get a master's way quicker than you're going to be able to do some nice footwork. You know what I mean? So to me, it was that like, no, I got to represent. Somebody has to be in there. Somebody has to be, and it went up and down and funny, but I'm here, I'm there. So yes.
Now, one thing you said that at least at some point more early on, education didn't really grab you. Now, something that did grab you was
luckily my aunts had just graduated from there, so at least I had a, you know, again, and they hung out with the gang members, and so I had a little bit of juice at least of like, oh no, that's Martha Rose's little nephew, don't, you know, he don't mess with him. And that was good because I was scared of everything. If I was like, I don't want to fight nobody. Like my other school, we were bilingual. We talked it out in lots of languages. Like.
For more quality content from Beyond the Cypher with Illskillz, don't forget to press the like and subscribe buttons. Let us know how we're doing down in the comment section, and to make sure that you don't miss anything from the channel, smash that notification bell. We appreciate the love and support. Peace until the next episode.